Hi guys, welcome to another one of my live streams, which today I am going to be playing Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, which is my favorite game ever. It's always been my number one game, and it was recently in the PlayStation sale at about £6 rather than 16 quid. So I thought, why not chip out for it and yeah, buy it and give it a playthrough and see just remind myself of how amazing it is because my original copy is on the PlayStation 1, so it's pretty retro. So yeah, let's get into it. It's a game that came out in 1999, so let's show my age a little bit. Um, you see there, it's made by Squaresoft, which is now Square Enix, as some people say. And one of the best things about this game is its music. Let's just get rid of that horrible light that's shining on my face. I've made my video of me a little bit bigger because I realised on my last video on the Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly demo playthrough, I'd made my face too small. You couldn't really see my reactions. So hopefully it's a bit better, a bit more clearer. And the good thing with this game is that it's the actual game itself will not. It's doesn't fill the whole screen, so it's not like I have to worry about where to put where the camera shows on the screen, which is some of the issue that I have with some of the games because you don't want to cover the hood. So this song is just taking me back, sort of gets you in the mood. You sort of know a really good adventure's coming. It's a massive game as well. So I think last time I finished it, it took me about over 80 hours to complete. But that was doing some side quests as well. And the original game on the PlayStation 1 comes on 4 discs, I think it is. So, I mean, the 4th disc is slightly smaller than the other ones, but you could be playing for at least 20-25 hours easily on one of the discs before you have to move on to the next one. I'm just going to make sure my audio is working so that can be heard. Just check it. Yep, it's working fine. It's working fine. Okay, so we've got a picture there of Idia, Sorceress, synonymous with Final Fantasy VIII as one of the main villains. It's sort of quite cool that you get like the credits first, really leading into the game. That was almost like a movie. There's the gun picture of the gunblade, which is the main weapon of main character Squall. But in this case, it's going to be Steve. We're going to rename him just to make it a little bit more of a personal playthrough. The music from this game is done by a guy, a very famous composer called Nobuo Uematsu. He's created a lot of the music for a lot of the Final Fantasy games, especially sort of the older ones. I was very lucky to go and see him live with Orny Roth as a conductor at the Royal Albert Hall, which was a Final Fantasy music concert. So it's pretty cool that he was there, given the fact that he's Japanese, he lives in Japan. This is in London, so. It's the back of Renoa with that sort of image of the white feather and amongst the black. And then it just sort of fades to white. And there you go, the classic image of Final Fantasy VIII with the logo of Renoa and Squall's arms. Right, so let's get straight into a new game. We don't need to worry about the controls. We're not going to use these free time speed or no random battles or battle boosts. We're going to play it as purely as we can. We'll have the active time battle set to active rather than wait, just to make it even more just a genuine playthrough. Okay. This bit here. This is just the most iconic opening to any game ever. I'm going to put that out there. There's not another entrance to a game or opening to a game that is more memorable and just amazing than this. The music. I'll be here. Why? I'll be waiting here. For what? I'll be waiting for you. So, if you come here, you'll find me. I promise. When no one catches a petal and opens a hand and now it's a white feather. There's a lot of symbolism in this opening. Goes the feather, down comes the gunblade. So cool. Okay. It's crazy to even think this was made on a PlayStation 1, which is what? This game is 1999, so we're talking 27 years ago. There's Sifa. Another one of the villains. Oh, I got the goosebumps. I got the goosebumps there just at the end. That little image that cuts off with sort of Renera and Squall, and yeah. Right, so this is where it all begins. So it leads from the intro into this. Dr. Kadawaki, how are you feeling? Okay, I guess, or my forehead hurts. Well, I'm going to say my forehead hurts because I mean, there's a pretty bad cut to the front of my face. My forehead hurts. No kidding. Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. So, as we know, the main character in Final Fantasy VIII is known as Squall. So they've always been a bit of a weird name. Although in Final Fantasy VII the main character is called Cloud, so I guess it must be a Japanese thing. But we'll leave the S and we're going to stick. I'm going to change it to Steve. There we go. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Sifa. That Sifa won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. It feels like she's giving us a bit of a lecture here. Let's see, your instructor is Quiztis, another weird name. So our instructor's called Quiztis. I'll call her now, just wait here a minute. And off she goes. Blimey, that was quick. Toot, 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 toot. Quiztiz, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious, it'll probably leave a scar. Bit like Harry Potter. Right. Now, please come by. Steve. So we meet again. Who is that? Some mystery woman. Here she is. Quiztiz Treppy? Quiztiz Trepp. Looking thoroughly unimpressed with us. I knew it'd be either you or Sifa. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Okay, so we walk. Coming out the infirmary. Steve, is there something on your mind? Not really, not really. Ha ha ha. What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. Yeah, I am. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. Now, this bit here, before, when I first played this, absolutely blew my mind. Like, I'm moving, and it's during the FMV sequence, a full motion video sequence. That's just not heard of on the PS1. So yeah, it just makes it very immersive. This is where we are, which is known as Balam Garden. So we live in a garden. Not that sort of garden. Okay. So off to class we go. Good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. There seems to have been some rumours flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for SEED candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in the study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Sifa? There he is. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. Fuming. He's fuming. Field exam participants, I will see you all later. That was the shortest class ever. And Steve, I need to talk to you. Again, we've literally just spoken. Okay, off we go. You better show some courtesy to Inspector Trepp. Alright. Yeah, you've said that. It's an honour to be called over by Instructor Trepp. Try to smile a little when you're talking to the instructor. Okay. You haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's SEED exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was going to go this morning, but Sifa... Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. We don't need to do that. That's quite long and boring. So we'll just pick it up as we go. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. She waves, and she's gone. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. I'm having a problem talking to people here. That's not who I wanted to talk to. We've talked to you. Should anything happen to Instructor Trepp, the Treppies will get you back. The Treppies. Alone with Instructor Trepp. He's just... Damn. He obviously likes a bit of Quiztiz. And off they go. Right, so let's get out of the class. Let's make our way down towards the front gate to meet her. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! Oh! Wow! Do we say, are you okay? Or do we just stay silent? Let's just say, are you okay? That's the sort of thing I would say. Are you okay? There. Tee-hee. I'm fine. Sorry, I was kind of in a hurry. Oh yeah? Hey, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Whoa, oh no. This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey, hey. I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? Yeah, sure, why not? Even though you crashed into me? Sure. Woohoo! Alright, let's go. We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby and I'll show you the directory. Okay, so unknown girl has joined me at the moment. Let's speak to this guy. Oh hey, would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you like. What? How do you play a card game? I think it'd be best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't know much about it really. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing square, but keep in mind not everyone is a card player. Oh, and by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. We received 7 cards. Hi, do you have that seed exam today, right? And you still haven't gone to the fire cavern? Are you just taking it easy? Yeah. Oh, confidence as always. So yeah, the cards we just received there, I used to think this bit was so cool. Going in a lift, if you watch, it moves down. You can even see it below the actual walkway. Like, again, just little details. Yeah, the cards are like a sort of like a little side quest mini game sort of thing that you can play. They're not sort of integral to the story or anything. I never used to be any good at them, to be fair. Whenever I used to play when I was younger. That's the directory. Okay, well, this is it. Balam Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. So this is the map of it. I have a question. How do you use this? With the cursor, press X. Next, I'll give a quick explanation of the various facilities. Yes, sir. You'll find the dormitory to the north. The majority of the students live in the dorms. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block is the cafeteria. There's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. Got it? East of the north block is the parking lot. We usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. The front gate is located to the south. That's right, I have to go meet Instructor Trep at the front gate. Let's not forget that. What's the matter? Nothing. Next we have the quad, located in the west block. There's an event being planned there. I know, it's the Garden Festival. It's going to be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You want to help out too? It's like, shut up, woman. Let me just tell you about the map. Let's just continue. South of the west block is the infirmary. That's where you get treated for your injuries, just like I was. But a lot of students just come here for advice. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Kadawaki. Now the east block. This is the training centre. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training, and they have real monsters running loose here. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Oh. Is that good? Okay. South of the east block is the library. There's a lot of material you can look up here, but the terminals in the classroom are a lot more efficient. And you already know about this classroom on the second floor, right? Yep, remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the 3rd floor. You need permission to get in. Another question. What's the headmaster's name? Headmaster Sid. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. There we go. So good exercise there in actually being able to show us the layout of where we are, so we know where everything is. Hey, are you taking today's seed exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at my previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. And off she goes. Okay. Oh, Steve. Instructor Trent is waiting for you at the front gate. What? You don't know where the front gate is? You're kidding me, right? There's only one gate. Head south from where we are. Yeah, we know that. Did you also forget that you can check? Yeah. I know. It's just gonna. Morning. Good luck with the seed exam. Right. And then this bit here is a save point. So we will save our game just real quick. There we go. 15 minutes in. Right, let's go south. Let's go meet Quizters, Instructor Trep at the South Gate. This again, just little details like this. I just used to think this was so cool. That's so cool. And this guy, he's got a stick up his bottom. I've been here since the garden was established. Every single year you get troublemakers entering. Oh, how I enjoy scolding them. Always remember that. It's always Aggie. We've got a guy here. Perhaps I should go home this weekend. I really should go visit my parents. Okay, and we're coming out of the garden. The music's so memorable. Like, you can listen to this music over and over. It's just so relaxing. You know, if you want to play a game where you just want to listen to the sounds of music where it doesn't make you feel on edge and just chills you out, this bit here is called a draw point, no one can draw. We'll come back to that in a second. It'll be self-explanatory when we've spoken to Quizters. So here we are, she's waiting for us, she's changed. Steve, you're forgetting something. You're GF. Sorry, Steve, you forget something, you're GF. So GF is not girlfriend, by the way. So it's basically called GF because it's called a Guardian Force. So one's name is called, I always have a problem pronouncing this, Quetzalcoatl. I'm going to say Quetzalcoatl. And then we've also got one called Shiva. Go. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GF gives us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF. Junctioning is basically just like attaching or attributing a GF to your person. So, the tutorial. So junction enables characters to power up and use abilities. This means a GF must be junctioned in order to power up and use abilities. Let's begin by junctioning a GF. Right now no GF is junctioned. So everything's like sort of grayed out. Once junction is selected, we pick the GF and the magic commands appear. We need the GF first, that's why magic is in grey. So let's junction a GF, yep, come on, let's get on with it. So we choose one. We can press the squared button to see the abilities possessed by GF. Just told you there what their abilities are. Let's choose one. So I'm going to choose Quetzalcoatl. Now, underneath you can see that HP and VIII, which is vitality or health points and vitality, are now in white, which means that magic can now be junctioned to the health points and the vitality. But since there is currently no magic, we'll move on to setting abilities. So there are 3 command abilities. There's 3 that we can choose, and 2 non-command abilities for characters in party. So we're out of those 4, we have to choose 3. Because obviously attack has to be on there. So let's set up some abilities, select a slot, top windows for command, abilities used during battle. And the bottom one is for like character and party abilities, like this said. Select the top window displays command abilities. I feel like this game repeats itself quite a lot. And selecting the bottom window, yeah, we got it. Since there's currently no magic, there's no point putting magic on there, so let's set draw. Which is where that little point where we just said a minute ago there was a draw point, but we couldn't draw because we didn't have that ability set to us. now we'll be able to go back there in a second and we'll be able to actually draw some magic out of that point. There's certain areas around the world map where we can do that. We can draw out of draw points and draw magic. So we're going to get GF on there, we're going to get item on there. Let's set a non-command, so we can go down, and this is where we attach like magic plus 20%. Then we put that into that empty slot. That obviously then will improve our magic damage by, like I say, raises magic damage by 20%. It's now been set. That includes this tutorial. Everything okay up until now? You can always check back by accessing tutorial from the menu. Once we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command draw during battle and stop magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stocked. Ready to go? Fire cavern used for the test is located east of here. Right. But we're not ready to go because we're going to go... you forgot something? I'll be waiting here, right here for you. Because we're going to quickly run back to the draw point that we just saw. Once we haven't done it yet. Once we junction. So we're going to put Quetzalcoatl and Steve. And we're going to put, like it's just shown us in the tutorial. We'll put GF on there, we'll put draw on there, and we'll put item for now on there as well. Okay, cure, which is very useful. And we've got 5 cure, so 5 different times we can cast cure on ourselves or Quizters. So that's now gone white, so we can't draw back out of that again. So let's go back. Ready to go? Yeah. Okay, now we've got Quizters with us. What we're going to do is we're going to junction Shiva to Quizters. So we've both got a GF each. And she's got no magic, but we're going to put, again, the same... We're going to put... So for now, we're going to actually put draw GF, and we will actually put magic. I know we haven't got any magic, but this stage of the game, we don't really need the item option, because we've got cure spells if we need to cure. It's only if we die, which hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't. We'll junction some magic. For now, it's not going to improve our stat, but we'll just put the cure spell onto magic. So it's on there. Okay, off we go. And here we are on the world map. So there's our Balam Garden. We've got a place across there, but we've been told that we have to go east, which is obviously to the left. And we will get into our first battle, no doubt. It's just to improve our stats a little bit before we actually go to the fire cavern. Okay. Steve, you still remember? The R1 is the trigger, so we press the R1 button as we strike. Same for our special move, the Renzo Kuken. Here we go. There we go, flashed white, we got it. Let's draw some magic out, and we'll try and stock it as well. The more magic we can build up, the better, especially going to the fire cavern, although we've just got fire spells, which won't be any good in the fire cavern. Got scans as well. Let's draw out of this enemy, because he's got something that we haven't come across so far. What do we get? Thunders, could be quite useful. I'm also going to stock some fires, or draw some fires out of that enemy. Get away with sort of doing this at the start of the game because these enemies don't really cause a lot of damage. Okay, let's down this guy. There we go, last one down. Quiztys' weapon is like a whip. Again, even the battle music's just really... let's get some thunders for her. So down him, that's down him. So we've got the one enemy in the middle, which is a weird sort of caterpillar. cures for Quisters, so we're trying to make sure that we're getting cures for both of them, fires for both of them, thunders for both of them. I think Steve's the only one that's got scans. Scan will tell us a bit more information about. We just need to finish this guy off now. This guy is a bit tougher than the little flying bugs that we've already got rid of. There we go. He has a little fit at the end, and he's dead. And then the classic Final Fantasy fanfare. We get our experience points, that's how we level up. M-Stone Piece is an item we receive, so we got magic power, probably use later in the game. The GF received 4 AP, that's like their way of leveling up as well when they're learning abilities, which again, we'll see a little bit more of soon. Okay, off we go to the fire cavern. Okay, junction and magic, now pay attention. I will be explaining how to utilise the magic you have stocked. Which is going to be useful, this is why it was useful getting all that magic that we've just drawn out of those enemies. So, obviously you've got the white strength and the white spirit there underneath. We can raise our stats if the magic helps us to do that. Some magic will, some magic won't. If the GF has learned the ability, junction onto stats, that particular stat will be displayed in white. And then we select junction, we go on to magic. And the list of the magic appears of what we actually have on that person. And then you can use the cursor to select which stats junction. So we choose strength. And they're straight away. So if we junctioned fire, that would put our strength stat up 1 to help improve us. Thunder goes up to 19, so Thunder's even probably better. Then obviously that element goes on there, and you can only assign magic. Only one magic can be assigned to each stat. However, there's no need to junction magic manually 1 by 1. You can do auto, and auto is based on whether you want it to be sort of attack based, defensive based, or magic based, as it shows you here. Personally, I don't really use this, don't remember using this before. I always like doing it manually and actually sort of just playing around and just seeing what raises what. So yeah, if you select attack there, look, it's picked basically the 2 best ones for your attack. It's favourite strength. There we go. When you draw a new magic, try experimenting with it when you junction. This is how you become stronger. Okay, ready to go? Oh, you know how to use your gunblade. I already know. You told me in the battle. Okay, I was just concerned, that's all. Alright, let's go. Alright, off we go. Got 2 people blocking the entrance to the fire cavern here. Objective: to obtain a low-level GF, a seed member must support. Are you ready? Yes. I'm ready. I'm his support. Instructor number 14, Quistis Trap. Select time limit, choose one that suits your abilities, challenging yet reasonable. So, for the we're going to do, if you do 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes, we're going to try and blitz this. We're going to try and do this in 10 minutes. And if this goes wrong, it goes game over and I'll have to redo it all over again. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But it'll just give us a bit of a challenge. Make hopefully the video today a bit more entertaining as well. I think it affects our seed ranking when we finally pass the exam as well. Okay, there we go, we've got the timer in the top. So my job is to support you in battle, everything else is up to you, fine. We need to be quick here. You know, the boys often choke on this test when I come with them. Guess my charm makes them nervous. Whatever. I'm just kidding, just trying to keep you relaxed, that's all. Okay. Go up here. Let's see if we can try and get to the next screen about a battle. No, we're not. We're going to get a battle. Let's see what it is. Is it going to be a lot of monsters? Is it going to be not many? Right, it's okay. It's okay. It's just 2 of the little bats, which, to be honest with you, don't need to draw magic out of them. We can just down them, get rid of them. We've got to get to the end of the cavern so that we can face off against this GF and do it within the 10 minutes. There we go. That was nice and concise and to the point. The timer, I believe it continues. Yeah, even during the experience screen. Now from memory, go to the right to the draw point. Fire found. We'll just give that to Steve. Okay, let's continue up. Didn't quite make it to the next screen. Ooh, this is going to be more tougher. Chance for first strike though, which is good. Randomly it'll do that. Bomb, an elemental monster. Use an ice attack for these. We don't have an ice attack. Check monsters. Weakness. Yeah, well, we don't need to do that. So we're going to get rid of these bats at the back first. Okay, they're done now the way, so they won't be annoying us. Now these will be a little bit more tougher. Don't want to. Do a little bit of damage and they can fire. That's hurt us. So our health has gone down a little bit, but it's not low enough to worry about just yet. Quite finish him off there. One of them's going to attack. Luckily their physical attacks are not that bad. It's actually the magic attacks when they cast fire. That's what can do a bit of damage. Right, that's one down. That's one down. Let's get straight on. Oh, wow. She's got a critical hit there, so that's 161 out of those 2 hits. That was good. Ah, we missed it there though. Missed the R1 button. This is about it. Bomb's dead. Right, so down to 7 minutes. Steve leveled up. That's good. We got another M-stone piece. We gained 4 AP for the GFs. So let's continue. I literally moved. How is that fair? Now this is good because this guy, from what I remember, we need to draw out of him because this guy has got blizzard spells, which is crucial in this area. 8 blizzards for Quisters. He's going to cast fire on Steve. Ooh. Right, Steve now needs to do the same. We've got to get some blizzard spells. They may help in the final battle. Obviously, fire is weak to ice. Might do is just cast Cure on Steve. And then this guy's pretty weak, so we'll be able to down him pretty quickly, actually. Probably with 1 attack, hopefully. Okay, Steve's back up to 500. And, yep, face plants the floor, and he's dead. But look at the timer, we're down to literally less than 6 minutes. This is going to backfire wildly if I do this and I don't get it done in the 10 minutes. So let's continue. I guess I was right, you and Steve are a class of your own, you both have amazing strength and potential. Okay, this is it, are you ready? You seem confident enough. Here we go, this is the GF that we need to get. And this guy is a fire GF called Ifrit. Now that music's always signalling that it's a boss battle time, you know you're in for a big battle. So we've got just over 5 minutes to go. Steve to go first. What can he draw out of him? Oh, it's just attack. We're going to use... Chris is going to use Shiva. Now we have to wait for Shiva to load in. Shiva is obviously ice related. That's why we're going to use her. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, this time we got it on the Gunblade. Ah, he's cast fire just before Shiva. That'll take health off Shiva. Diamond Dust, here we go. So the good thing with this is this will do quite a lot of damage to him, hopefully, because it's obviously ice related. But you have to wait while the timer's going off for the image to appear and do an attack and all that. Let's see what that does to him. 172. It's big damage, big damage. They have Shiva. Let's attack him again. On the Gunblade. Okay. Quisters. Let's do Shiva again. get Steve to just keep wearing him down. 50, 52 at a go. A couple of attacks, obviously that's 100 at a time. We've got 4 minutes left. Impudent humans. Oh, he's got angry. Ah, that hurt. 159. But here comes Shiva again with Diamond Dust. Okay, 3 minutes 45, keeping an eye on this time on the right, top right. Starting to sweat a little bit. Okay, come on Shiva. See if she can do another 170, 180. That would be pretty decent. Ah, 156. I'm gonna use Cure on Steve because it's a little bit low. I'm gonna use Shiva one more time. We've just got to try and just spam Shiva and get Shiva to hopefully do the legwork. Not bad for a human. Okay, 3 minutes to go. Steve's back up to 500 at least. He's gonna hit. He's gonna hit me. Right. Less than 3 minutes. This is gonna take about 30 seconds. So that'll make us down to about just over 2 minutes. Okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Shiva this one last time. She's done about 300 damage so far, so it must be another 150 at least. 164, that was better. He's still not down. He's still not down. Oh no. Another 100 off. Okay, let's do magic. Let's do a blizzard spell. Might be a bit more than Squall at Steve's 50. 68. 2 minutes to go. Let's have one from Quistis. Down to 150. Another 66 off him. Come on Steve, finish him off. Oh my god. We are literally at 135. Oh! Quistis has done it! For me to... Very well, I will join you. 1 minute 30. And the clock's still ticking. Ah, wow. With 125 to go. So we've got G-Returner, which revives a GF from KO if it obviously gets KO'd in battle. And we've got Ifrit's card as well. And obviously received Ifrit. And GFs received 20 AP. So with boss battles you get quite a lot of experience points, which is good. And there we go, Ifrit, which is the fire GF. There isn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good, you got yourself a GF. If you junction that GF, you'll be able to use the elemental junction ability. Here's an explanation on elements. So, junction can change basic parameters such as strength and magic, as well as elemental parameters. So, by junctioning the GF with the elemental junction ability, it's got to have that ability in the first place. You go into magic, excuse me, and you look at the above bit where it says STA/D and all that. And if you press left on the D-pad, it goes across. Now, this will now give us the opportunity to try and junction some magic to our weapon. Which is useful if obviously again we're in the fire cavern and we've got like ice attached to the weapon. It'll be more effective, and then the same for defense as well. So you choose a magic and it'll tell you in the elemental attack what percentage it does. So some of it doesn't affect it at all, like Cure doesn't. So you link it to that character's attack. So if we had Blizzard on there, basically we've got 50% of our attack is Blizzard based, which against a fire enemy would cause more damage. Obviously at the maximum value of 100, the attack becomes entirely elemental, completely. And in the example I set 50, this means that the damage only increases by 50%. So the higher the better. And in defense, damage from that element is reduced. So if we get hit with a fire spell and we've got our defense with fire magic, then you know, a reduction, like it says there, in damage is shown at percentage. At 100% damage reduced to 0. Example, fire damage reduced to 20%, sorry, because elemental defense at 80. And if it goes to a green star, it's displayed when the value goes over 100%, indicating that if we get hit with that attack, we'll actually absorb it, and it'll actually give us health, which is cool. Any state you can absorb, yep, blah blah blah. Yep. Multiple magic types can be junction to elemental defense, depending on the GF's ability. Junction multiple magic types with the same elemental for a cumulative effect. So if you do both defenses with both fire spells, it's going to obviously absorb it even more. Try junction of different magic to check the effect. And also select auto to automatically junction the most effective elemental magic. There we go, that includes it. Again, it's one of those things that'll make a bit more sense when we actually come to have a little play around with it. There's a lot of fire elemental monsters here, so junction blizzards to your elemental attack. You'll have an easier time with fire elemental enemies. So if we go into the menu, go across to Steve. There we go. If we junction fire, that actually puts our magic up slightly, which makes our magic that we cast in general stronger. Blizzard actually doesn't do anything, we've got 3 blizzard spells anyway. What we need to do is junction Ifrit to Steve. Right. We'll leave it as it is. And then if we go to junction the magic, then we've now got strength, and this is what they're saying about putting, this is what she's saying about putting blizzard. If I put blizzard on there, 1% better, 1% better. Really? Okay, well, we'll do it anyway. And then okay, so what we'll do, let's take fire off, and on strength let's put fire, because it's better for him to have strength at the moment, I think. And we'll leave that. There we go. And then Inquisitors, she has got a slot down the bottom. Is there anything she's got that will improve? No. She can't do that at the moment, so there's no point doing that. There we go. Right, off we go. And we don't have to worry about a time limit on the way out, but there will be battles probably, a few battles on the way out. We've done what we needed to do. Did it within the time limit, we didn't get game over, which would have been embarrassing. Having to do it all over again. Just the one bomb here. So what we'll do here is let's just get this guy out of the way. Let's cast one of our blizzard spells. This should hurt him quite a lot. Wow, 318. That's... oh, he's still standing. I thought it would have been done. And Quistis finishes him off with her whip. Boy got whipped. There we go, Quistis up to level 9, slightly ahead of Steve. Received 1 AP. Shiva leveled up, so that's good. Let's just continue to make our way out of the fire cavern. Oh, these guys are easy, so we don't need to use magic here. We know how weak these two enemies are. When they're doing 5 damage, they're just a bit of an annoyance. Don't really give us much experience. Got another Endstone piece. To be fair, they do give 2 AP, which is actually for how quickly you can kill them. That's not actually too bad, but it's not really worth just farming AP in the fire cavern just for that reason. Hopefully should be the last battle before we actually exit, and we can get back into... I've got one more of these, so it might be worth, before we hit this guy and kill him straight away, just try and draw a bit more of the blizzard magic out of him. 4 for Steve. And 8 for Quistis. Wow, he really doesn't do any damage. 2, that's almost like a tickle. And down he goes. And the worst thing about him is that even compared to the bats, he doesn't actually give any experience at all. Look at 10. Like, you don't even hear it. And he didn't give an item, and he only gave 1 AP. But Quetzalcoatl did level up, which is good. So that means Quetzalcoatl and Shiva are slightly stronger. And then we've left. So there shouldn't be any battles out here. The faculty guys that were in front of the entrance are now gone. And we just need to make sure that we get back to Balam Garden. So let's go back through the forest. Okay, these guys again. Usually flying enemies are quite weak to thunder, so let's maybe use... Oh, we have got thunder on Steve. The Quistis has. A grenade. Hasn't killed it though. Activate the gunblade. That guy's down. He's the one that does the damage, but these guys are annoying. So we're trying to get rid of the sort of flying bugs first. What I might do is draw thunder. I haven't got thunder yet, I don't think Steve hasn't. Just the 2 thunders. Choose fire on this guy. Let's get rid of him. 60, and that's killed him. Quistis to finish off the bug. There you go. Oh, no, he's still there. Oh, I thought he was having a little spasm in the middle of the bloody screen. Now he is. Now he's dead. Now he's dead. Look how much experience that gave. That's because it was 3 enemies. And we got Spinal Wave. Quistis can learn Blue Magic Ultra Waves. So basically that's partly to do with her special move. And we got 4 AP, which is cool. So if we go to the item, and we go down to the spider web, which is what we've just got from that enemy, and we give it to Quistis, Quistis learned Ultra Waves. So that's part of her, when she's low on health and she can activate a special move, it's an option rather than the default that she's already got. Right, let's continue. Back to Balam Garden, there we go, here we are, we're back home, which is cool. Well done. Let's see. I thought there was something else I need to go over with you before you take the seed exam. Oh yes, taking care of your GF. This is something you have to watch out for. Okay, there we go, so there they are. GF will level up as it gains experience. And learn new abilities by gaining AP points. That's what we've already been accumulating, which is why they've leveled up from experience and AP. EXP from battles ultimately levels up the GF. The AP is gained during battle. That is what we can choose. Yeah, can be distributed to learn different abilities to make the whoever's using them stronger or the GF stronger. So to distribute the points. Let's go over how a GF can learn different abilities. Select one from the menu. And Shiva is selected. There we go. Shiva's stats are shown, so it shows the compatibility between Steve and Quistis, both the same, 600. It displays its EXP, its level, compatibility between characters, etc. But by selecting Learn, brings up this menu. So some of them are complete already, which we've already got, and some of them are to learn. It tells you how many AP points you need to learn those things. Abilities white such as Strength, Junction, and abilities already learned, like I've just said. Grey haven't been learned yet. First number in grey shows the AP gain towards learning that, and the second number shows what we need it to complete. Vitality shows that 50 AP are required, of which none have been gained so far. None to learn ability at elemental attack junction. You have to move the cursor down and select it. Yeah, we got it, we got it. So we can actually put some magic on, or element on our attack. But look, it takes 160, so obviously it's a really good skill to have, but the better the skills, generally speaking, the higher the AP you need to activate them, to unlock it. The order of learning affects the GS powers. Therefore, it's recommended to return to the screen to set the next ability. So if you finish and you get an ability, if you don't go back to the screen and select a different one, then it'll just randomly move to the next one. I like how every time it says, thank you and good luck. Thank you, good luck. Now change into your uniform and assemble at the first floor lobby. Have to meet in the first floor lobby. And off she goes. Okay. What time is it? We will save it, and I think this will be a good start to our first stream. Let's just see what these two lovely ladies are saying. Hey, she just walked through me. Hey, did you hear about? Yeah, that is so funny. That guy's gone. Obviously he's gone to see his parents. He's took his own advice. There we go. Oh, we get to go for a different barrier this time. Oh, oh, we didn't mean to do that. We did not mean to do that. Through the barrier. And then let's just see what these two are saying. Good luck with the C exam. Oh, I heard they even listening on your conversations during the C exam. Oh, wow. Okay. Right, let's save it. Go. We play for 42 minutes, so hopefully enjoyed watching an introduction to Final Fantasy VIII and seeing a little bit as to why it is my favourite game. This is just scratching the surface because, like I say, it's a huge game and the story is brilliant as well. The story really gets going once you start meeting different characters and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed part 1 and hopefully see you again for part 2. Bye.